Guardian newspaper this morning on the front page, high, low expectations as Buhari unveils new NNPC. You find this on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. It comes with a rider, we will end energy poverty. Losses, says Kerry. Why NNPC may remain loss-making company despite transitioning, says experts. Redundant staff, political will, harsh environment clouds Buhari stakeholders' expectations. Transitioning, a mere name change, says Famutimi. Former LCCI boss insists the new Aramco may emerge. Adesanya says subsidy liabilities, frontier exploration may impact cash flow. OPS backs hike as oil marketers comply with NNPC directive. Raise petrol price to 179 naira per litre. But is there some kind of confusion here?
There is.
NNPC said it did not.
Yes, you read it on the news this morning.
Yes.
The NNPC is saying we don't know where this is coming from. Even IPMAN, the independent petrol marketers, are saying no, 165 naira is the price of petrol. But we have seen memos directing marketers, and across the country there are different price regimes. In the northwest is higher. In the southeast is higher. In Lagos, in some places, it's only 4 naira on top. And these price changes have been effected on the pumps already. At the pumps already. So I'm not sure there's any place in the country today, maybe by a few stations, where NNPC stations, where you can buy petrol for 165. There appears to be a new price regime, on petrol, and this time they're not even uniform across the country. And the NNPC is, as at this morning on World News, denying that the NNPC spokesman, Garibati Mohammed, was saying that it is not the responsibility of NNPC to fix price. The PPPRA is subsidiary in the NNPC. And this brings us to the entire gamut of the new NNPC structure with that big ceremony in Abuja yesterday. This newspaper is saying highs and lows. Yeah, the highs. For instance, people are now trying to compare NNPC to Aramco, the Saudi Arabia oil company that, of course, went private, and sold its shares in an initial public offering, an IP to allow Saudi Arabians to buy. And it's probably the biggest company in the world today, capitalized to, I hear, over 300 billion, more than that, more than even 300 billion. What am I talking about? Maybe trillions of dollars, So they look at NNPC as that kind of company with the same potential, of becoming the biggest company in Africa. One expert was saying yesterday that when initially, with what happened yesterday, in the next year or two, the NNPC will not have a choice. They will transit again, from an LLC today to a proper PLC. That means they will sell shares in an IPO, and that the company looks like the NNPC can be giving its assets, its oil and gas assets and the reserves. That Dangote even said yesterday, you can't compare us to them. The sheer amount of the reserve of the reserves they have alone. NNPC looks like a company can be capitalized to the tune of $1 trillion. $1 trillion company in this country. So those are the highs, and that's why people are expectant of what the future perhaps holds for a company that is now going to be devoid of government behavior, the huge bureaucracy that characterizes government, But that's the hope. Initially today, I think that the lows of what we are talking about is that nothing has really changed. This is the same structure. Apart from one or two companies in the subsidiaries, the rest are loss-making ventures. NNPC has almost 30 subsidiaries. Almost 30. Just to mention them, NAPIMS, the Nigerian Gas Company, the NPDC, they even have HMO.
And what are they doing?
Yeah, all the refineries are loss centers. Almost all, Warri, Port Harcourt, Kaduna, all of them. Those ones don't make profits. And they have huge amount of redundant staff. People who go to work, cross their leg, and collect big salaries at the end of the month. They probably do nothing. This is the system. And then even the board of the new LLC is heavy on politics. I said it yesterday. The inclination to hire those people are political. The chairman of the board of the NNPC is a political compensation to the 𝐜𝐭𝐻𝐶 family. Senator 𝐒𝐻𝐿𝐼 𝐜𝐿𝐼, the late 𝐜𝐭𝐻𝐿𝐼's wife, is chairman of the board of the NNPC. So you can understand that there's still a hangover of government bureaucracy around it. But in the years to come, things can change, and that is the hope that people are saying the highs, of this new venture that the NNPC has entered, to make the company take it away from being a government concern to a commercial concern, governed by the laws of karma and not by usual the NNPC Act that created it in the first place, and now takes away issues like government institutionalized regulations like the TSC, Fiscal Responsibility Act, Public Procurement, take all that away from them and make them a proper entity that works and makes profits for its owners. Today, Nigeria is the owner. 200 million Nigerians. Even list it in the stock market and sell shares, it requires an endorsement of the National Economic Council. The 36 states will have to sit and agree that we now want to, allow this to really go public, and the vice president is the chairman of the NEC, that will eventually happen if they have the Aramco model in their heads, Otherwise, like what most people are saying, it's the same wine, it's just in a new skin.
Wow.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment and like. Thank you.